Welcome to Paranormal Headline News. I'm your host, Bonnie Vent. Here are your top stories. Arizona psychics help find missing persons, solve homicides. Shirley MacLaine on Downton Abbey's haunted castle. Executive Mansion ghost tales stir spirited discourse. Brought to you by Genesis Creations Entertainment, who's excited to announce their DVDs are now available for rent and download on Amazon.com for as little as $1.99. Search Bonnie Vent on Amazon.com for details. When the authorities, friends, and other volunteers couldn't find Jack Culolias this December, his family called an outside group for help. Here's a clip.
A Valley-based search group enlisted the help of more than 100 psychics to try and locate missing 19-year-old Jack Culolias. The body of the ASU freshman was found a week ago in the Salt River near Tempe Marketplace. Well, the same group helped to locate missing student Willie Jigba last year. Now, I talked to the founders of the group Find Me to find out what they're really all about.
My particular skill is pendulum dowsing.
With a map and a pendulum.
That would be a yes. That would be a no.
Dan Baldwin wants to solve mysteries.
Micro muscles in your fingers actually move the pendulum, but they move it at the direction of your subconscious mind.
To help find missing student Jack Culolias, Dan and other psychics with Find Me all provided coordinates of where they believed his body could be found.
In this particular case, I got out my pendulum and asked specific directions. You know, is he north of the theater, south of the theater?
They can pick it up from anywhere in the world because they're utilizing their psychic abilities to zero in on a specific area.
Former federal agent Kelly Snyder started the group. They only searched a day before finding Jack.
As soon as we came down this area, the dog alerted, pulled the dog handler towards the water, and as soon as pulled dog towards the water, there was the body right there in the water.
When the group takes a case, Kelly will send out information to his team of 115 psychics. He looks for patterns, clues, similarities in what he gets back from them.
We have vetted psychics that have been doing this for 10, 15, 20 years or all their lives.
You name a psychic skill and somebody in our group will have that particular skill. It may be tarot card reading, dreaming, forensic astrology, astrologers.
Working with Arizona Search, Track, and Rescue, Kelly and Dan have cadaver dogs they can call in to search, like they did in Jack's case.
Literally 10 minutes after they departed, the dog took her over to the water.
Kelly himself isn't a psychic.
We want to enhance what the police already do.
But says he's a believer.
It works. I know it works from repeated personal experience. It works.
Now, Kelly says the group takes on about 20 cases a year. They never work 2 cases at once. He says they've taken on 260 cases in their 10 years and have found 44 of the people they've been looking for.
Could Downton Abbey be haunted by more than just the ghosts of romantic yearnings and gilded eras past? Shirley MacLaine seems to think so. The Oscar winner who joins the cast of the hit series and whose infamous otherworldly pursuits have included investigating her past lives, says that the show's iconic mansion, Highclere Castle, is bursting with spirits. It was a fantastic experience. Highclere was haunted, and the pictures came off the wall, she tells the New York Daily News. The energy of the castle, grounds, its past, and the hauntings was inspiring. I am very much into that stuff, adds the 78-year-old actress who plays the feisty American mother of Elizabeth Montgomery's Lady Cora. Shooting there was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, she muses. Then again, if you've got multiple lives like MacLaine, it's a once-in-every-lifetime experience. Sometime after Maggie Hassan is sworn in as the state's next governor, she may come across things that hint of some freeloaders occupying the state's executive residence. The state's outgoing First Lady, Susan Lynch, last week passed along some stories alleging strange goings-on in the Bridges house in East Concord. Tales of towels and tablecloths found out of place, piano music played with no musician present, and female voices heard in empty rooms have some people saying that they think the historic house is home to 1, possibly 2, ghosts. There seemed to be more mischievous than malicious, said Lynch. They seem to move things around, unplug lights, and people have heard the sounds of two women laughing. There appears to be a lot of activity in the master bedroom of the house. The Bridges house was built in 1836 by Charles Graham. Although considered the official residence of the state's governor, few executives have actually made it their home. Governor John Lynch and his family remained in their home in Hopkinton during their 4-year term in office. Governor-elect Hassan has said she and her family will continue living in their home in Exeter after she takes the oath of office on Thursday. Republican Governor Meldrum Thompson of Orford and Democratic Governor Hugh Gallen of Littleton were the only two governors to have officially taken up residence at Bridges. The house recently underwent an extensive renovation and expansion, paid for through donations and grants. It opened to the public this holiday season as a show house, spotlighting state treasures, art, and furniture from New Hampshire's craftsmen. Mrs. Lynch said many of the contractors working on the house related unusual stories. I almost think the work may have stirred things up there a bit, said Lynch. There was a worker who said he heard women laughing in the master bedroom while he was working in a closet there. Another one had a brand new power tool refused to start when he tried to use it in the basement, but it would start in other places. Then he was able to start it, and it cut out halfway through cutting a pipe. He looked over and saw the plug pulled out from the wall, even though there was plenty of extension cord coiled on the ground. He didn't pull it out of the outlet himself. The ghosts, whoever they are, don't seem interested in causing any damage, said Lindy McLaughlin, a friend of the Bridges House board member and head designer of the home's renovation project. I'm sure they could if they wanted to, but they just act in a mischievous way. I have spent a good amount of time in the house the last few years, and I can tell you they are there. Thanks for joining us today on Paranormal News. For more information on these stories, please go to www.sdparanormal.com and the Paranormal News feed page. Don't forget, sign up for a free subscription to Paranormal News. If you'd like to sponsor or advertise on Paranormal News, please send us an email at paraxnews@aol.com or join us at bonevent.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Bonnie Vent.